So if we think of the Prezi media as one large canvas, we can see that all of our content is organized into their respective stories and located around the perimeter of our canvas here. So if we touch it and we want to drag or go to any respective part of the canvas, we can do that. You can actually pinch in to zoom out as well. And then when we see the area, in this case easy to use, which I'm going to highlight, and we want to touch on that graphic, we simply go there. So we can go through all of these visuals either in a linear fashion, meaning we want to talk to all of the visuals, or we can stay at this view and select specific visuals that we might want to discuss in a non-linear fashion. First, I'm going to show you how to navigate through this particular story section in a linear fashion. So once again, we decide we want to start with our first graphic. We're going to touch on that. The visual will come up to forward position and center itself. When you want to move through, you'll find that you just simply look for this flashing, moving arrow. That will tell you where the next visual is located. So we follow our arrow, we just actually move the program down. We see it pointing here to this visual, and we simply tap on it. The program turns it and sizes it, and once again, at this nice cool angle, we have this little story to tell here. Follow the arrow to the next visual. The moment it comes into frame, we see it, we tap on it, the program turns and sizes it up. So that's one way that we can move through all of this respective story here in a linear fashion. I want to quickly show you another way to do that, and that's through the use of a forward and back arrow key. So once again, let's start with our number one visual here in this section here. We simply tap on it and bring it forward. Then go to the bottom right corner and bring up a forward and back key by simply touching your finger on the bottom right corner of the plasma monitor. Once you're there, you'll see a forward and back arrow. Simply touch on that forward arrow and it moves you through the same exact sequence that we just did when we followed our flashing arrows. Lastly, I want to point out real quickly, same section we'll go to, but I want to talk about how you can move through the content in a non-linear fashion. To do that, once again, we'll start with our first visual, but I want to point out a little hidden icon that's going to be located throughout all of the sections that is basically a little outward pointing arrow icon. If you touch anywhere outside, just right around that outward arrow icon, you will automatically go to that respective stories section and you see all the graphics that are located within that section. Once again, if you want to visit any one of these visuals at any time, you just simply touch on it. So once I'm into my story view, I see, oh, okay, here is the story that I want to tell here. With this visual, I want to go back to that respective story home base. I just find my outward pointing arrow icon, click anywhere around it, and I'm back to that stories area. And again, I can continue this on, touch any one of the graphics within that area back there. And again, if I want to get back to that respective home base, I look for the outward pointing arrow, touch around it, and again, follow this through. So it gives you a way to move through the content, non-linear fashion, lets you choose which visuals you want to speak to in any one of the content sections. So we hope you enjoyed this quick overview of the Prezi media. It's fun, intuitive, and easy to use. Thanks a lot.